more people are developing nerve damage earlier in life, and many don't even realize it's starting, because the first signs are subtle: a little tingling, a slight numbness, a burning feeling in your feet at night. And by the time most people take it seriously, the damage has already progressed. But here's what many people don't know. There is one vitamin that plays a critical role in protecting your nerves, and in some cases, helping them recover. And later in this video, I'm going to show you the exact signs your body gives when this vitamin is running low, because most people miss them. I see this situation all the time. People try to eat well, they stay active, they manage their blood pressure, but then they start noticing strange symptoms. Their feet feel off, their hands tingle, their balance isn't what it used to be. And they think, maybe it's just aging, but your body doesn't lose sensation for no reason. That's a signal. And you are not alone if you've noticed this. In fact, many people live with early nerve damage for years, without realizing something deeper is going on. But here's the hidden truth. Most people believe nerve damage is only caused by diabetes. And yes, diabetes is a major cause. But it's not the only one. There's another cause that is often overlooked, even in people who are otherwise healthy. And that is a deficiency in a key vitamin your nerves depend on to survive. Without it, your nerves begin to break down slowly, and that vitamin is vitamin B12. But here's where things get interesting. Vitamin B12 doesn't just support your nerves, it is essential for maintaining the protective coating around your nerves, called the myelin sheath. Think of your nerves like electrical wires, and the myelin sheath is the insulation. It keeps the signal strong, fast, and efficient. Now imagine that insulation starting to wear down. The signal becomes weak, distorted, delayed. That's when symptoms begin. Tingling, numbness, burning pain, muscle weakness. This is what's happening inside your body. Without enough vitamin B12, your nerves are literally losing their protection. And over time, that can lead to permanent damage if it's not addressed. But here's something many people don't realize. This deficiency doesn't always happen because you're not eating enough. Sometimes, your body simply can't absorb it properly. And this is especially common in people over 40. It's also common in people taking certain medications. For example, I've seen patients on long-term acid-reducing medications, like proton pump inhibitors, and their B12 levels slowly drop over time. Why? Because stomach acid is needed to absorb B12 from food. And when that acid is reduced, so is your ability to get this vitamin. And this next part is critical. Even people who eat meat, foods rich in B12, can still become deficient. Because the issue isn't always intake, it's absorption. Now let's talk about the warning signs most people miss, because your body does try to warn you. But the signals are often subtle at first. One of the earliest signs is tingling in the hands or feet, almost like pins and needles. It may come and go, it may feel mild, but this is often one of the first clues your nerves are under stress. Another sign, numbness. You might notice that your feet feel less sensitive, like you're walking on something soft or slightly padded. This is something many people ignore, but it's actually one of the more concerning signs. And here's one that surprises a lot of people. Balance problems. Your nerves play a key role in helping your brain understand where your body is in space. When those signals are disrupted, your balance can suffer. You may feel unsteady, especially in the dark, or when walking on uneven surfaces. Another overlooked sign is fatigue. Vitamin B12 is also involved in red blood cell production. So when levels are low, your body may struggle to carry oxygen efficiently, and you feel tired, even when you've rested. And here's something many doctors look for. Memory changes, difficulty concentrating, brain fog, because B12 also plays a role in brain function. So when levels drop, it doesn't just affect your nerves in your hands and feet, it can affect how you think and process information. Now here's the part that gives hope, because this is where things can change. If caught early, nerve damage related to vitamin B12 deficiency can be slowed, and in some cases, partially reversed, but timing matters. The longer the nerves go without proper support, the harder it becomes to recover. So what can you do starting today? First, be aware of your risk. If you are over 40, your absorption may already be decreasing. If you take medications for acid reflux or metformin regularly, your risk is higher. If you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, B12 intake may be low. And if you've noticed any of the symptoms we talked about, that's your signal to take this seriously. Second, consider getting your levels checked. A simple blood test can tell you where you stand. And this is important because symptoms can appear even when levels are in the low normal range. So don't just rely on whether you're technically normal. Pay attention to how you feel. Third, focus on getting enough vitamin B12. This can come from food sources like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. But for many people, especially those with absorption issues, supplementation may be necessary. And in some cases, doctors may recommend higher dose oral supplements, or even B12 injections, because injections bypass the digestive system entirely. And this next point is something many people overlook. Consistency matters. Your nerves don't repair overnight. They need steady, ongoing support, so whether it's through diet, supplements, or treatment, this is something you need to maintain. And finally, address the root cause. If medications are contributing, if there's an underlying digestive issue, if diet is lacking, those need to be corrected too, because otherwise, the deficiency will continue. But here's the most important takeaway. Your body is constantly communicating with you. That tingling, that numbness, that subtle change in balance, those are not random. They are signals. And the earlier you listen, the more power you have to protect your nerves, your mobility, and your quality of life. Because once nerve damage becomes advanced, it becomes much harder to reverse. But when you catch it early and give your body what it needs, you can change the trajectory. So don't ignore the small signs. And there you have it. Take this knowledge and take control of your health. Thank you for watching.